What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? You know who it is. It's your man of the hour. It's your boy, Big D. Hey, I got another one, man. All right, so check it out. If you guys see the title, Dana White, man. And before I go a little further with this video, I just want to make sure that, I'm not trying to essentialize or trying to provide any more information than what it is. I don't want to get demonetized by TMZ or whoever who put this little video out. I'll show a little clipping. So with that being said, let's move forward. So Dana White, man, my opinion of him and his little dispute with his wife. It's crazy, in my opinion, or in my retrospect, or my thoughts, should I say, man, there should never be a man ever be able to put his hands on a woman. Okay, that's just truth right there. It says a lot about a person who's a woman beater. It says a lot about an individual who even thinks about hitting women, especially children and so forth, right? And, no matter what, you're not supposed to be doing that. I don't care if you're a billionaire, regular homestay dad, hardworking man, so forth, or whatever. There should never be a way where, or that thought, or whatever the situation is, where a woman could indulge in, or make you, how they say, nobody can make you do anything, right? You got a millionaire that has, or should I say a billionaire that has all kinds of money, branched his organization, he has a big reputation, and for him to go out there and go to a club, and no matter if you have a situation or you guys disputing or feuding, whatever the circumstances or whatever the issue is that day, you never take it to a bar and display and publicly show that, even though a woman or a female in particular, strikes a man, and then after that goes back and slaps the heck out of his wife, it's his wife, or, his girlfriend or so forth, right? Baby's mama or whatever. Does it matter? It sure does, right? Because this guy is followed by millions of people, supported by billions of people, and who are interested in his organization, right? Everybody loves the UFC. He has the ownership of the UFC, and and I get it. He's a public figure, and but there has to be rules and regulations to what you do and what you stand for. Especially a celebrity status or a known person that's known pretty much. You just don't go out and just be slapping anybody because you think you're superior, you have the money, or the attorneys, or so forth. Is that what the indication was? Was that the situation? What is it? So, with that being said, like I said, he's a public figure. Okay? Dana White, shame on you. Me personally, honestly, transparently, you can ask many people, even my wife, I've been married to her almost 20 years, never hit her once, man. Never thought that, reason why is I used to see my mom get abused when she was young, and I always told myself that I would never hit a woman no matter what. Now fighting for my life, that's a different story. Woman pulls out a gun, hey, I can understand that. She pulls out a knife, I got to defend myself, Woman hits me, I'm going to walk away. Honestly, I'm going to defend myself, or I'm just going to be pushing and shoving. I'm not going to go on strike, especially in public figure, and then allow anybody or, the law to come out and strike me down and take me to jail for something that I should have thought of before. Now, they were at this, I'll throw a little clipping. Sorry, I'm doing it, gangster way, where I use my phone and get the clipping from the video. Sorry, my bad. I don't know how to do all the other stuff to make it all charming, perfect, like all these other channels do. But hey, I'm not hating. I'm just working with what I have, period. And like I said, he's a public figure, people, right? Going out there, probably having a nice night, a nice evening with his wife and so forth. They drink a little bit of alcohol, whatever the situation is, right? They go back, boom, next thing you know, she strikes him and he hits her not only once, hits her twice. So, that's what trips me out about this whole situation, man. How people that think they have money and that can get away with certain things, man, whether they're abusing their families or abusing their coworkers or whatever the situation is, it's all wrong. And it's a public figure, and I don't know how this, people, for one minute we're against it, and the other minute we act like we don't know what's happening. But publicly, it's out there, It's being performed, it's been taped, it's been recorded, and now everybody else gets to see it. So I was looking at this and I was just like, man, how come nobody has even talked about this one? This is a hot topic right there. And it's not to indulge and to bring people down or to, publicize them or put them out there, put their schmut out there. No, it's not about that. But it's another thing to be aware of because, what about, let's just say, if we found out that Dana White's a rapist or he does this other weird stuff and so forth, man. People that hit that bell for the notifications. Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Queen Bee. And that's what I'm saying. So, now his celebrity status, people know he has a man of power and so on. Yes, it is, Queen. Almost there. We're there. We're on our way. Slowly but surely, But like I said, thank you for liking, man. So like I said, he's a public figure and he's out there doing his thing. He makes multi-millions of dollars, a multi-billionaire using these athletes. He has an organization. They say it's with good reputation, good expectations. And then we find out that, he does something, that's uncalled for. Now, the only reason why I'm putting him out there is because, like I said, it's about what he did to his wife. Now, anything else that he does, that's between him and his wife and so forth, man. But, to go out there and to hit a woman, and like I said, I don't care if you have billions of dollars, trillions of dollars, $1. You do not go out there publicly and start hitting women, especially that the gender to it is that, men are more stronger than women on most part, So, let's look at this clipping real quick and let me know what you guys think, man. So it looks like they're discussing something. They're right there. There's a conversation that's being said. He's probably telling her, let's go. And boom, look at, whoa. Boom, again, twice. Wow. Wow, now that's pretty crazy. You see, that's what I'm saying. There's always somebody that's looking or watching, man. And these days, especially after the new millennium, after the 2000s, man, taping and recording there's a public eye out there. So you got to be careful what you do all around, Now, am I going to say, I'm not even a UFC fan, to be honest with you, That just goes to show me more like why I wouldn't even be more of a UFC fan, Not to say that I don't watch some fights, when there's some good fights or therefore, hey, that's cool. But I'm more into boxing and so forth, so that's not really my get down. What I'm saying? That's not really my channel or a sport that I watch. Unless it's somebody that with a big name that I maybe seen once or twice, and it's cool. But anything after that, man, putting hands to his wife, I think that's wrong. I see a lot of NFL players and other athletes. They go across, especially NFL players. If they do anything in their league that has to, they discriminate against that. They don't allow that. And they honestly they get suspended or so forth, right? But this is an owner. Now, I don't know how that works, if there's any hierarchy in that organization or so forth that watches him over. So, but let me see if he gets away with this, and if is it even right? He has a family and so forth. I'm pretty sure he has children, and this is probably going to be on every other, big channel out there, TMZ and so forth, like I said, and, sharing his thoughts. And I'm pretty sure that he's came out already saying that he publicly apologized for, and he just wants to move forward. I guess they, him and his wife, they reconciled and, they make up to break up and so forth. They got to be wary. They're public figures, right? They have money and, people, they're watching. So my question is it, do you think if his wife goes and presses charges, or she would have, what kind of attention that would have been, right? I mean, that's a crazy hookup right there, if you ask me. What I'm saying? It's just public figures that are coming out. You got NFL or sports figures that are doing some crazy things amongst each other. Whether they're abusing their wife or getting caught for other ravishing things. Drinking and driving, carrying concealed weapons, the firearms and so forth. Man, these sport figures and these owners, they're not invincible to anything. The law is the law. That's what I'm trying to say. And the thing is, and we saw it right now, hand in hand, that he publicly slapped his or not only once but twice. And that's an offense, to be honest with you. So, let's see if the DA picks it up wherever he's at in Las Vegas. Like I said, he's a billionaire guy who knows he has lawyers up the yin yang, and pretty much it's gonna be probably swept under the rug. So I know that moving forward, man, this I don't like, men who hit women, even women who hit men. Let's just say, even, especially abusive to the children. You shouldn't be beating your children. You could scold them. You shouldn't be abusing them. But if you're a public figure, that takes a different tone, man, because now people are judging your character. They're gonna, it's bad for the business, and now people are gonna fall away from his organization, and you just brought a lot of heat to yourself. So, this guy has to make better decisions, as we all do. A lot of people who are watching this or are going to watch this, they're going to say, like, damn, right? It's like Javante Davis, Tank Davis, right? And I got another hookup, you know what I'm saying? You guys heard already, he did something to his girlfriend, to his wife, too, right? It just seems like all these young guys, whether athletes or owners, men, we can't say that men will be men. Because a man really doesn't do that, to be honest with you. A man shouldn't do that. So let's not say, hey, men will be men and women be women. That's in relationships, none of our business, and so forth. But it is our business because we go pay billions and millions of dollars to go watch and support his organization, and so forth, while they endeavor, get to do whatever they want. They don't have to abide by the law, but we do. If I go and if I hit my wife, maybe once or twice. And even if she makes an attempt to call the cops or she doesn't, most likely, the police are going to come to my door and tell me was there any altercation and so forth. And then we'll go from there, right? See if the DA picks it up or whatever. So I don't know why he would do something that that's very, very, professional of him as a man or just being a man, why is he doing certain things like that? It's just like, wow. And that's just something that it's whether he's a billionaire or not. Man, most of us are not billionaires, and we live with our women, every day. For most of us, what I'm saying, we live with our companion. Even whether it's in the LGBT community or so forth, you shouldn't be abusing each other, hitting your spouse or your partner. Period. Putting hands on people is that's an abusive action. It's against the law. It's prohibited. Shouldn't be doing that. It talks about your character, so forth or whatever. Whether even abusive, right? Verbal. We got to be careful what we do in that too, because you could verbally destroy somebody. And like I said, who knows what the discussion's all about. I don't follow this man. I don't know what's going on, but I know publicly he slapped his old lady. Now, I know there's music and songs, talk about abusing women and so forth, that it's okay. They distray, how they treat women, and there's movies and so forth. So that's what I'm saying. You got to be careful what you look at. You got to be careful what you say. You got to be careful what you hear, because when you start displaying that, then you're teaching the next generation that it's okay. Now, all these owners and everything else, like I said, man, somehow, some way they get caught. Some get away with this, some don't. But I just think that this was it was uncalled for. You should never hit a woman, You should never hit, especially twice. Anything after that, it's you're abusing, and it's a physical altercation, and now you're going under the wire. So, like I said, man, I thought I'd just bring this out there. Dana White, share a little light, man. Men, don't be abusing your women. Even women, don't be abusing your men too. Whether it's verbally, physically, mentally, it's not, the way you want to start the new year or so forth. Whether you're having a good time or whether you're not, you shouldn't be doing certain things like that unless it's, there's nothing that's common for that. But in reality, let's keep it real. It happens in the household, right? There's things that happen like this every single day. It's very uncommon when you see this happening to a celebrity or owner, that makes billions of dollars and is publicly caught. So, with that being said, this is your episode number 2. Appreciate the hookup. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, share the algorithm. Just like I said, people, I'm just getting started. We good. It's the new year. Happy New Year's. And I hope you guys dig this one, man. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with everybody else. With that being said, it's your boy Big D. Bah. And I'm out.